Today, I want to take a moment and share with you guys while I am preparing some breakfast for my family. On this day, I was trying out a brand new recipe. I was making something called a Dutch baby pancake, and it turned out really good. So basically, instead of preparing pancakes stovetop, you would prepare it inside of the oven in like a Dutch oven pan or cast iron skillet. So it turned out really well. So that is what I'm making. It was just a few easy ingredients, and I was stepping out trying something different from what I normally do, and this was just something I did on a whim, trying to not be so strict with myself as far as sticking with my same old meal plan, same old daily schedule. I figure every once in a while let's just mix it up and try something a little bit new, because I know as a stay-at-home mom it's easy to become bored and kind of get a little bit overwhelmed or start to feel tired within the everyday tasks, even though our children are always unpredictable. But while I am doing some homemaking today, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to you guys about what it means to have a peaceful home, because my goal for 2024, I remember I had my friends over, we were sitting in the kitchen, and the kitchen is where I do a lot of my homemaking, but I also share my kitchen with others. And on this day, we came together to talk about some of the goals that we had for ourselves. And when they asked me my goal for 2024, I remember being pregnant, and I was like, I really just want to create a space of peace for my family, a home where peace truly resides. I remember thinking like, I want a place where one day my children, they feel like even though there can be so much chaos outside when we're driving, the roads can be busy, we turn on the news and in social media, there are so many distractions. Outside of our home, it can be a little bit chaotic, but when we are home, I want my children to feel like that is their safe place where they feel safe and they feel comfortable and truly at peace. The same thing for my husband. Like, some people say that they go to the gym because that is their therapy, but I want my husband to feel like his therapy and his peace is at home. I don't want it to be a place where he feel like he has to escape. I want it to be a place where he is happy and enthused. I feel like that's a touchy subject, maybe, I don't know, but I'm not afraid to admit that, yeah, sometimes I think like that I want to make sure that my husband has peace at home. I don't want to nag him all the time. I don't want him to feel stressed because it's loud all the time. He works from home, and I want him to be able to do that in peace so that he has the ability to be able to provide for our family without it being super stressful for him, because it's just not a very productive environment if it comes to that. So I've always wanted to focus on creating a peaceful environment, and I had to pray through that. That is still my goal. I'm getting better and better at it. Basically, I want to share some of what I learned with you guys. For a long time, I had believed that a peaceful home was literally like peace and quiet, and some cleanliness as well. But I learned that peace is not always quiet, especially when you have little ones, and it's not always going to be the cleanest, because sometimes it's not going to be super organized. Everything is not going to be in its place, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit messy too if you have children. And so I remember I used to spend so much time trying to perfect my home and trying to make it nice and clutter free, and I still try to do that, but I had to learn that wasn't completely necessary for creating peace. It did help, but you can have a bit of a messy home and still have some peace, because that's not where peace truly comes from. Really oddly, one day in the middle of me praying for this, I had the most chaotic day. I had been praying to become a better homemaker, to be more intentional, to really cultivate a home full of peace. And then the very next day, you guys, I had the most craziest chaotic day. And I was like, how on earth am I supposed to function in this? And so I paused again and I prayed and I asked God, I said, so how can I understand what you're trying to show me here? What is it that you want me to see? I really need your help creating a home that is restful, not just for my family, but for my own heart, because in that moment I completely felt overwhelmed. So over the course of that day, and really over the course of years, I learned that what he was trying to show me is that peace does not come from perfection. You're looking for it in the wrong ways. Peace comes from him. It comes from God. So one scripture that I came across Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. And I remember that the peace of the Lord is what rules in our heart. And it's not something that's external, it's internal, and you find that in God. And when you look around and just be thankful for everything that you have, not thinking, oh my God, I gotta fix this, I gotta change that, that's the only way I'm gonna find peace, you really learn a different way of what true peace really means, and it transforms the way you approach homemaking in your family. I thought maybe that might be insightful to share with you as well, as far as what I've been learning to cultivate a more peaceful home. We can start our days with prayer. We can embrace the imperfection right where we are and allow God to meet us there, which He does. We can set the tone for grace within our home. Make sure that no matter how chaotic it is, we are going to pray and try to have grace in those moments. You can try to play worship music. You can try to create daily rhythms that works best for your family, not trying to match that of what you see other, influencers have. They are great for some inspiration, but at the end of the day, it's most beneficial to create a restful rhythm that works for you. Another way to incorporate or cultivate peace in your home is to always speak words of encouragement, no negativity. All of these are just basically things that will help you have more peace within your home. But at the end of the day, just remember that no matter what it's looking like, as long as God's presence is right in the middle of it, you cannot go wrong. So make sure that you are always looking to God for your peace and not to external resources, and surrender your home and your hearts to Him, and there you will find something beautiful. There you will find peace. So if you're feeling overwhelmed today, I encourage you to just take a deep breath and just ask God for His peace, not the type of peace that you think you can create on your own. I hope that you guys found some motivation in this video, but most importantly, I hope that it pointed you back to God. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.